Today, today we're gonna be talking about real estate. What's the best way to get in if you got little to no money? I've always wanted to get into real estate growing up. I thought it was a great position to be in, to be a landlord. So the low barrier entry way to get into real estate is real estate wholesaling. I mean, you could be a real estate agent. You could start out as a developer or a fix and flipper, contractor, or appraiser, however. But the low barrier entry is real estate wholesaling. So basically, real estate wholesaling is you find a property that's ran down, the mailbox full of mail, tall grass, windows broken. You take that property and you try to find the owner. You could skip trace the owner. You could call the owner after you skip trace them or send them direct mail, but try to get in touch with that person that owns that property. And you're trying to get the property at a discount or way below retail. So let's say you get in touch with the owner and the property's worth 100 grand, just for easy math. So you'll try to get that property for 75% of 100 grand, which is 75,000, minus the repairs. Let's say the repairs is 25,000. So now we're at what, 50 grand. And then let's say you want to make 10,000. So that's 40,000. So you'll try to get this property for 40,000. You'll sign an agreement with the seller for 40,000. You'll then market that your equitable interest in the property. Let's say you try to sell it for 50,000. So you make 10. The person who's buying it, they have now bought the property for 50 grand total. So they'll put 25,000 into fixing the property. So once they fix up the property, they're all in for 75. So then they will sell it for 100,000, and then they make a $25,000 spread minus realtor fees and whatever closing costs and whatever fees associated with closing. So the caveat to real estate wholesaling is you being the wholesaler, you're getting the property at a discount for one, and you have control of the property. So I've been in business now for, I want to say around 9 or 10 years now. And when I first started, I was only taking the properties and assigning them. So I was a wholesaler for majority of my career. And once the pandemic happened, I was like, man, maybe I should start fixing, flipping these properties and making bigger chunks of money. Or I could take these properties and become a landlord. So that's what I currently do now. I do my own marketing by direct mail or cold call. Sometimes I'll cold call myself, or I'll hire some VAs to cold call for me. And I'll get a property in contract, and I'll say, okay, do I want to fix and flip this house and make 20,000? Do I want to wholesale it, make 30,000, or do I want to rent it out and collect $200-300 a month as cash flow? Or do I want to? Is this even a property that I even want to, be dealing with? Some hood properties you might want to sell those, or right now, I mean, the appreciation is crazy right now. So some of those hood properties, they make sense to keep as rentals. So wholesaling is a vehicle that you can get into, and it leads to many other opportunities. Like right now, my goal is to get into development. So I'm going after land, residential lots, infill lots. So I'm using my wholesale tactics to get me into development. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I mean, there's people that make a good living off of doing real estate wholesaling. I mean, I've taken a lot of trips off of wholesaling alone. I mean, I want to say I used to do maybe 50 deals a year. I don't want to kind of expose what I was making, but I was making a significant amount of money doing that. So each deal you're making, let's say 10 to 20 grand on average. So you could just do the math from there. And the biggest key to it all is, there's some deals you might not make no money. See, I was never in wholesaling to be only in it for the money. Of course, we all want to make money because you're spending money to make money. But all in all, I genuinely wanted to help people. So there's deals that I did where I made $500 or I didn't make no money just because I had to deal and contract so high where nobody wanted to buy it at a certain price, and I almost just had to give the deal to the end buyer just so the seller can just move on with their life. There's so many testimonials and so many stories. Like I remember helping a lady, bought her house and resold it to a friend of mine, but she used that 30 or 40 grand. I mean, this was a few years back, but she used that 30, 40 grand to put in her retirement account. So now she's, penny pinching off of that money, and or no, sorry, she took the 30 or 40 grand that we bought the property with and paid off her primary house. So I mean, like I said, this wholesaling is a stepping stone, and it could definitely help out. I mean, you could make, like I said, as little as to $0 a month, up into 100,000, $1 million a month. It just depends on your systems, your peoples, and your processes that you have in place. But so that was a little bit about real estate wholesaling. You could like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna be dropping more game on real estate. Peace.